An Advent Devotion, the Do-It-Yourself Kit for the Christmas Crib. This is Lisa Davis. December 17th, the Donkey. Bring the donkey to the crib. Offer to the divine infant your bodily strength. Use it in the service of others. Jesus, accept my service of love. I offer it for those who do not love you. Nota bene. Saint Francis of Assisi, founder of the Order of Friars Minor, commonly known as the Franciscans, associated everything in life with humble service to God. In his beautiful poetic prayer, the Canticle of the Sun, he praises God for the gifts of nature, referring to them as brother sun, sister moon, brother wind, and so on. But the lowliest of all, he would refer to his own body as brother donkey, understanding it as a beast of burden, beneficial only in so far as God could load it down and make use of it. One of our greatest models of humility among the saints, he chose the humblest of creatures to equate himself with. But when we consider the donkey in the stable at Bethlehem, isn't this actually high praise, that a donkey was chosen to serve the Holy Family so closely? The greater the gifts we receive, said St. Francis, the more humble we must be. Without humility, no virtue is acceptable to God. Such an honor almost had to come on the back of great humility. I give you the donkey. Not generally considered a glamorous animal, donkeys, also called burros, are not especially attractive, and they bray in a humorously annoying way, nothing like the high-bred neighing of a proper horse. In the world of equines, donkeys are ground floor of the totem pole, but they are pound for pound stronger than horses, and slow to tire. They are generally affable and easily managed, and the more affordable option for a pack animal for the common people in first-century Palestine. But the best thing about donkeys? It was a donkey that carried the King of Kings and the Blessed Mother, along with all their travel gear, on the journey from Nazareth to Bethlehem, then to Jerusalem for the circumcision, and then to Jerusalem again for the presentation at the temple, then all the way to Egypt to escape Herod, and back home to Nazareth. This was no small task for a little donkey. It's at least 70 miles from Nazareth to Bethlehem alone, and twice that distance to Egypt on rough roads. But the little burro wouldn't have complained, of course. Labor was his lot in life, and he accepted it, and following St. Joseph's lead, he steadfastly carried his precious burdens, an example to us, who complain over the least inconvenience that causes us to break a sweat. We can learn from this humble animal. When we're obliged to take on a difficult physical task, we can carry in our hearts these same precious burdens, Jesus and Mary, and knowing they're with us, we won't be inclined to bray and complain. The story of the donkey doesn't end with the Holy Family's return to Nazareth. We find another such lowly creature thrust into a place of eternal importance on Palm Sunday, when our Lord arrives in Jerusalem in triumph upon the back of a donkey, the week before his passion, death, and resurrection. A donkey brought Jesus to his birthday in Bethlehem, and a donkey carried Jesus into Jerusalem, to the cross. Legend tells us that it's this work of service for our Lord that left the mark of the cross upon the backs of all its descendants since. As we await Jesus' arrival in Bethlehem, let's determine to imitate this humble servant, working especially hard during these last days of Advent to help carry the burdens of all those around us. And because I can't resist sharing it, here's the poem from G.K. Chesterton, The Donkey. When fishes flew and forests walked and figs grew upon thorn, some moment when the moon was blood, then surely I was born. With monstrous head and sickening cry and ears like errant wings, the devil's walking parody of all four-footed things. The tattered outlaw of the earth, of ancient crooked will, starve, scourge, deride me, I am dumb, I keep my secret still. Fools, for I also had my hour, one far fierce hour and sweet. There was a shout about my ears, and palms before my feet. Jesus, meek and humble of heart, make our hearts like unto thine.